afternoon, good evening, good morning to all my witches, warlocks, writers, and weirdos out there. It is Friday, May 23rd. We're here for a little bit of Psychic Friday, Psychic Fun Day. I'm KibbyRose. I'm Authortubes lesbian psychic stoner, and I'm here to not only entertain you and help you be a little bit more productive, but even do a couple psychic readings for a couple of my clients. The ones we got on the list today, I've got 2 new and 3 old. We've got Didi, we've got Irma, we've got Alex, Trish, and Becky. So I'm going to run the little opener, and we're going to get on with this live stream. All right. So first of all, I want to just say thank you to my replay crew. I really appreciate you guys coming and watching all this. Like, for some reason, my older videos are like getting a lot of replays, and I really appreciate it, guys. I don't know what it was about those videos. Probably predictions coming true, more than likely, because wow, we've got another one with Taylor Swift that came true, don't we? But I just wanted to say thank you and give you a little heart. Also, please remember to like and subscribe. Do all those fun YouTube things. I'd love to get up to 500 subs by the end of the year. That is my goal. I think we can do it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Also, I'm stoked to say that things are progressing perfectly and amazingly right along in the background. We've gotten recording done. We've gotten editing done. We've gotten picture videos done. We've got Dance Moms videos done. We've got reaction videos done. We've got voiceovers done. We've got... Guys, I am so impressed with myself of how much I was able to get done in the last couple days. So for that, we're going to first say hi to Miss Cora, and we're going to turn on the, okay, I got to remember to do this at the beginning of the stream so that this happens. But we should have the lovely little box up here. So, hey, Cora, I will be in and out because of dinner and bedtime. I swear you just have copy and paste with that one. I love it, but I know we know she's always in and out with bedtime and everything else, even though she's the one that always comes in and comments the most. But I do appreciate her at least coming in and chit-chatting. I'm just going to warn you all, I woke up with a little bit of an attitude today. I'm going to blame Gemini Sun. I'm going to blame maybe what yesterday being a little bit frustrating towards the end of the day. I don't know, but I woke up with a little bit of a snippet attitude today. So if I am a little brass or crass or kind of F off it, please forgive me, because it's been one of those couple of like, yeah, I'm over it. I'm over the energies of everything attacking everybody I know. My grandfather had to get surgery yesterday for cancer on his cheek, far bigger chunk than we expected. Another friend of ours ended up getting cancer also removed from his leg. Lot bigger procedure than we thought. Another friend of mine ended up in the hospital with some heart issues. It's just, can the older generation not be getting so many hits right now, please? There's only, so I've been able to be productive. I know people around me have been able to be productive, but there seems to be a lot of other negative stuff going on in the woodworks. So if I come off a little crass, a little snippet, it's kind of just because I've had this whole FU attitude for the last couple of days, and it's allowed me to get things done. So on that note, guys, there's so much coming soon. More than likely, we are going to be able to launch the new channel in August with the way things are tracking along quite smoothly. I keep thinking August is next month, and I'm like, no, August is a whole nother month away. I have a whole nother month. And I'm like, with how much we did this month, I think we'll be set and good to go for August. So I'm super excited about that. For the client readings, for my new clients, and this is for anybody who's new here that wonders how I do this. I told them I would explain a little bit of how I work when it comes to my psychic readings in my opener. And I just saw my note that reminded me, so I'm going to do it. Okay, so for most of you that already know, and from those who don't, I am a lot different than most psychics, okay? Because I have crossed over and come back, because I've actually been this way since the day I was born. I come from a long line of generational psychics and very powerful empaths and intuitives. It runs in my family line on all four sides, actually, on both my grandfather's side and my mom and dad's side on my mom's side, and my mom and dad's side on my dad's side. So I have like 4 strains of, that's one of the reasons that I have as much abilities as I have. The way I work is because I have telepathy and I can read your mind only with access, because I'm one of those people that believes in negative effects. I can talk to angels. I can see lifelines. What I do is I basically take the cards, get a reading for what's going on in life and the general. Then I basically check in with your telepathy to see where you want to go and how you want to navigate things. Then I check in with your angels and how they want you to go and they want you to navigate things. Then I check in with the lifelines and see what paths are available and what options we have available for you. And then from there, I guide accordingly. So I create this kind of trifecta to make sure that we're balancing all sides of life, because in my years of doing work, the one thing I've realized is if you don't satisfy all 3 sides of the triangle, that free will within humans will alter course of things, and they won't quite turn out the way we need them or want them to. Not only that, but by giving you options of choices and paths and maneuvers to take, you can definitely get a better idea or a better sense of what you want to do yourself, and we can work from there. So for my new clients, that is how we work. For anybody who wants to become a new client, go ahead and see the information below or check the opener that just ran, and you can get the information as to how to contact me and become a new client. I am taking on new clients. At the beginning of the year, I had like 6 or 7 of my clients graduate and move on to either just once a month check-ins or every 3-month check-ins, or fully because I help a lot of psychics and empaths and healers advance their skills. Most of them graduate and move on to their own work, and I no longer need them. They no longer need me, which makes me sad. They don't need. It's kind of like a mom thing, like you don't need me anymore. But at the same time, like when I check in with them, especially just recently, I checked in with one of my current clients that graduated at the beginning of the year, Danielle, and she's doing so phenomenally that it's one of those things where it's like, normally I'll check in with you verbally if I see you're struggling, but if I check in with your energy and your energy is just like, we are doing good over here, we are just moving along, trucking, I won't check in with you because I know you're doing great. But it had been so long since I checked in with Danielle. I just kind of was just like, just to let you know, I am checking in on you. I just don't verbally say it as much because she's doing so well. So, we've got some good. So, hey, good to see you again. Hello, Golden Eye. It's good to see you again. You gave me a reading a couple of years ago. Really? Oh, I'm glad. So, well, welcome back. I hope that it was doing well. If you would like, I can give you another reading. Again, if you did it if I did one for you a couple of years ago, please don't look at my lifeline. I don't want to know when I'm going to die. Well, honey, you've got a while anyway. Don't even worry. Oh, blessings to you too, Golden Eye. So, for my new clients, Dee Dee and Irma, that's kind of a little rough idea of how I do it. Most psychics use the cards to check to actually give you the reading. I use the cards to verify what I'm seeing is correct and the general overview. Okay. So on that note, since I was rambling for 10 minutes, the Golden Eye, we will do it when we come back, but I do have some clients that I have to read for first that have already paid me in the background. So I will take care of the paid clients first before I do the non-paying clients. But if you hit the like and subscribe button, we can get up to 500, and then we can do super chats, and then we can do paid readings through actual YouTube instead of having to do the outside pay sources that are such a pain in the butt to handle anyway. So, but on that note, we are going to jump into a 10-minute sprint because this still is a sprint stream, because there's so much work to get done. I just often forget about the mental detach that I have to do when going from psychic work to the the editing and film work. It's kind of hard to do sometimes, but this is my way of bridging all those requests that I had of both my AuthorTube people who were like, we want the sprints, and my clients who are like, we want our readings. So if any of you are wondering why I do this, that is why. I'm literally trying to bridge a gap between two completely separate communities that I belong to and I thrive in, and figure out how to bring them together. So most definitely, why not? See, I keep forgetting I don't have to click on this anymore because we have this. So this is going to have to, breaking some habits for ADHD people, not that easy to do. All right, so 10 minutes on the clock. Again, remember, we've muted it because it's a lot easier for me for when I'm editing stuff later. So 10 minutes on the clock. I will see you all in 10 minutes. And in 3, 2, 1, and sprint. And don't forget, I know. Sorry, Amy. Sorry. It's the Armin van Buren live at Ultra Europe 2024. And I'm at timestamp 9 minutes and 57 seconds. Okay. All right, that's the end of that sprint. So we're going to switch this back. And on this sprint, I am going to cover the readings for Didi and Irma. I did send out their messages, so they might be popping in here soon. If they do, you guys, if you pop in, let me know in the chat, in the comments. And yeah, because if you're in here and I'm doing your reading, the reading will go along. Well, like you kind of get more to your reading if you're in here. So for everybody, all my clients just asked for generals. So that's what we're doing right now. And for anybody who just wants an overall, right now, literally energies are 50-50. So, oh yeah, progress. Oh yeah, thank you, Cora. Thank you for Cora for reminding me what we're actually doing here on top of other things. So on that note, now that we finished that sprint, so if you were able to get any work done, let me know in the comments so that we can cheer you along in any of the work accomplishments. Cora got 162 words done this round. No video editing, just writing, and I'm really glad because she's back on track with her writing. I have no idea how many tiles I got done, but I'm trekking right along with naming the tiles for the Dance Moms picture video that I'm doing, season 2, episode 3. I think there's a total of 344 videos in this video, in this episode, I guess. And I'm almost done. Literally, I'm almost done. I probably have less than 50 to go. And then after that, I have to do the transitions for the videos for each, picture, so they transition right. And then I have to go into GarageBand and create the music. And then I will be doing and then I'll be exporting it into the file that I hold it for. So when I do voiceovers, so that is where I am in the progress of that. How much work goes into making one video for pictures? That one, that's how much work goes into it. Here checking out my sister's record. My sister record a song. Very nice. I do music right now. Very nice. Awesome. That is really cool. Well, good job, GoldenEye. We are going to hop. So Didi, let me jump back into this mindset. Thank you, angels, for reminding me to do that. Because I did forget to do that compared to our last reading. So how are we going to do this? All right, so let's check in. Didi, let's check in on you. For your general, because everybody just wants to turn on. Ooh. I don't like this. Didi, okay, so, well, now I know why you're a client. We got trouble right here in River City with a capital T and that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. That stands for pool. Anyway, yeah, we got big trouble. Well, let's get you through this. Let's navigate this. Okay, let's first figure out what the trouble is, and then we'll navigate it. All right. From what I'm seeing, you're getting bombarded from every angle. Ooh, okay. So you might be dealing with the same thing that everybody else is dealing with. And let me pull your cards so we can get this set. You're probably dealing with from what they're showing me, you're dealing with what kind of everybody else is dealing with that are good people. Okay. When you're a good person right now, there is so much energy and so much karmic lessons being handed out and dealt out on such a massive level. It's a fuck around and find out kind of time and even the good people are going to be taking hits because of the fact that if you are around people that are taking these kind of karmic hits, there's really no way to avoid any of the negativity that's going around right now. The best you can do is navigate and mitigate it. Okay. So I feel like that a lot of whatever is going on has to do more with people surrounding you. This is kind of the same rating that we did for somebody else last week. But let's check in with the cards and double check, because I'm hearing that there's better ways for you to be handling this. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. Okay, so we've got what is this? 8 of potions, 9 of potions in reverse. We've got the Knight of Presents, and we've got the 3 of Candles in reverse. So let's check in with cards and make sure that I am seeing this right. And I love these ones because they go backwards, or this one goes backwards. There you are. Okay, so 9 of Potions, reversed. It's a call to check your motivations. Hold on. Okay. It's a call to check your motivations. Don't worry so much about impressing others and gaining their approval. Lasting happiness comes from authenticity and staying true to yourself. The people who are supposed to be in your life will appreciate you just as you are. Okay, so you might be having to make some difficult decisions about certain people in your life because of their karmic lessons that are being exposed. There is nothing wrong with creating healthy boundaries, even if you've been friends with these people for a long period of time, even if it's family. There's nothing wrong with creating healthy boundaries. So, like I said, there might be better ways to handling the situation that you're dealing with, and it might be putting up some boundaries. But let's check with the Knight of Presents and we'll see where we're going, because that's your current position of things. And Knight of Presents. All right, so we've got hardworking, steadfast person focused on being as productive as they can be. Find success in endeavors by sticking to a solid routine. This card advises you to work diligently and focus on the details. So it might be one of those situations where they need you to just focus on you. Like, pay attention to your, like, put the blinders on and just focus on you and just go, because the whatever is happening all around you, it's not you, it's not your karmic lesson, it's not your fault, and you need to just plow right through. And wow, I just got goosebumps. So I'm hearing you've got the energy to just be able to plow right through, and that's what you need to go. So 3 of Candles in reverse. Now, I'm hearing we're going to pull 2, because here's what's going on. The angels are referencing that this is going to be what is your current, if you don't stop paying attention to everybody else and trying to solve everybody else's problems, this is what's inevitably going to happen. However, if you pay attention to this reading and you do change course, this is going to be your resolution. So we're going to check in on that, because that's the King of Potions in reverse. So the 3 of Candles in reverse, we've got shows a need for broader thinking. Don't limit yourself or sell yourself short. Your potential is infinite. Think bigger and make a plan for expansion and growth. Okay, so you're going to fall short if you don't change gears. If you keep trying to pay attention to everybody else's problems and solve everybody else's problems, you're going to seriously fall short in things. If we change gears, we're going to go with the King of Potions here. So let me look this up real quick. And I'm amazed your angels really wanted to get this message out, because I don't think I've ever found these cards that quickly in this book. I'm just going to say it. Okay. So we've got the King of Potions in reversed. Emotional, turbulent, and has intense, unpredictable moods, can harm those around him. If you're feeling overwhelmed, try working through your feelings in healthy ways. Take care to anticipate your responses to make sure your feelings don't get the better of you. So basically, if you change due course, you're going to be in a better position to protect yourself emotionally. You're going to have still those intense emotions and things are going to kind of suck, but you're going to make sure that your feelings don't get the better of you. You're going to have the steadfastness to be able to navigate instead of react. Okay. So you're going to be able to handle the reaction instead of just reacting, which in any situation, especially when it's an intense, high stress situation, knowing how to react versus just reacting to the situation is the best way. For instance, karate. I'm going to use karate because I have my red belt as 22 years trained. In karate, they teach you to anticipate hits. The whole reason they teach you how to block and how to move is so that your brain anticipates those punches or those swings that are coming at you. It's only through natural instinct that you inevitably dodge those hits, even in real life, before they hit you, because of the fact that you spent that time training. So what your angels are basically saying is they need you to learn to navigate and to just focus on yourself. Don't try to fix other people's problems right now, which you can't do, because with Aquarius moving into Pluto at the beginning of this year, everybody's karmic lesson is being handed down to them. And some people's karmic lessons are pretty darn big if we haven't seen already this year. And this is just the beginning of it, because we're only 5 months into the year. The 6-month mark happens in June, and that's when the biggest hammer hits, because like I said, they're bringing in what I said a couple weeks ago, where they're using the odd months to expose and the even months to bring down the hammer. Okay, so in that regards, my dear Dee Dee, this is literally one of those times where, yes, even though you're a good person and you tend to put out other people's fires, these are not the fires that you can put out. Not your circus, not your monkeys. You can't control them. Okay, so on that note, we're going to go into Irma's reading, and she wanted the Alice in Wonderland cards. So we're going to switch over to those. All right. And Irma just wanted a general as well. So let's look at this. All right, Miss Irma. Wow. One, two, three. All right. So number one, stop making your problems bigger than they're supposed to be. Number two, fields of corn don't grow out of grains of sand, and diamonds aren't always in the rough. Okay. Let's get into the cards, Irma, and let's see what this is saying, because I have a feeling. Okay. Oh, I have a lot of questions. Irma, I wish you were here. I have a feeling this is in regards to business, so we're going to go down that line, because that's what they keep showing me is money and business. Yeah, we're not mitigating things very well, are we? No, we are not. Okay. All right, so let's see what the cards have in tow. Oh, good news is if you change directions, you're definitely going to get things better. Okay, so my dear, we've got the Queen of Teacups. We've got what is this? The four of Spears. We've got the Five of Flowers, and we've got the 10 of Hedgehogs. And I did 4 because there's something about this one where they're telling me that even though they're bringing up the past, this has an overarching effect to the rest of the reading. So it's actually more of an indicator of what's going on versus anything else. So let's check in with that in regards to the Queen of Teacups. Sometimes having a lot going on doesn't mean that you need that it has to be a lot for you. Just because you have a lot on your plate doesn't mean it's a big feast. So the Queen of Teacups, what we've got is represents a maternal nurturing person, much like a kind mother oyster. Rather than giving strict, harsh orders, she tries to guide her curious oysters with gentle compassion. This tarot card comes up as a sign to make sure that you're treating others with the empathy and understanding that they deserve. So diamonds not always in the rough. Okay, so okay. We're going to keep going with this reading, but I'm here. They just threw in that sometimes good people don't respond well to harsh pressure. Sometimes you don't get the best workers by giving by being an Abby Lee Miller, I guess is the best way to put it. They're literally showing me like the harsher you are, the worse effect it's going to be. So let's double check, and this has to do with work. So I have a feeling, Irma, that this has to do with employees. So the Four of Spears. We've got a clear sign that you need to rest to ensure that you are on tip-top shape for the lies ahead. Make time for self-care and relaxation, and prepare for whatever challenges and excitement you may soon be met with. You'll come out of this restful period ready for your next adventure. Have we been working so hard that we are so exhausted that we're now treating our employees not so well? I'm wondering if that's what's going on here. So we've got the 5 of Flowers next. All right, so the 5 of Flowers represents conflicts and competition. You may feel as though others aren't appreciating your contributions or ideas, and this is causing resentment. Openly communicate your perspective and feelings to clear the air and restore balance in situation. Okay, this is you're the boss of some employees, and they're not responding well because you're having to tighten down the reins because of things that are going on, and you're so tired and you're so stressed that I don't think you're coming off to your employees the way that you're hoping for. Okay. And the diamond isn't always in the rough. Things aren't always what they seem. So 10 of Hedgehogs. So basically my advice to you, Irma, we're going to see what the last card says, but it's basically you can attract more bees with honey. Sometimes faking that smile and putting on that I am so happy and I'm so appreciative, even though in the background you're like, I am so fucking stressed. I just want to go in the back room and cry. That might be what your angels are trying to tell you here. Okay. So Hedgehogs, upright, accumulated wealth. So if we change gears and you start acting a little bit better here, we're going to have a better representation here, okay? So we've got represents accumulated wealth, satisfaction, and sustained success. You've worked hard and are now enjoying the resulting comfort and stability. This tarot card can also symbolize a happy, stable home and supportive family. All right, honey. So we basically your angels are trying to tell you even though you're stressed, even though you're overwhelmed, even though there's a lot on your plate and it's hard right now because there's so much going on and changes and everything else, in order to get the result that you want and in order to not be so stressed and to have an happy outcome, you're going to need to change the way you're treating the people around you in your inner circle. If you are in the business of, let's say, publishing a book, this might mean let's talk to the editors a little bit better, nicer. Let's maybe not put so much pressure on the publisher. Let's maybe be a little bit more understanding why the cover art isn't coming out exactly as we want it to. Attract more bees with honey, Irma, as I see what's happening with you. So on that note, we're going to jump into a 20-minute sprint. After this 20-minute sprint, I do have Alex, Trish, and Becky lined up for our next readings. So that is not what I wanted to do. So we're going to fix this. I don't even know where that layout came from. Very interesting. Okay, so we've got 20 minutes on the... What is going on here? It's like this. Okay, save. Thank you. I don't know what just happened there, but we're just going to fly with it. All right. So we've got 20 minutes on the clock, and I will see you all in 20 minutes, and I'm going to text Alex, Trisha, and Becky and let them know that their readings are next. So I will see you all in 20 minutes. In 3, 2, 1. Let's try that again. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. And don't forget to mute yourself. All right. That is the end of that sprint. We are done with that sprint. We're gonna like this. We're gonna like this. All right. So, something just happened to be delivered during that last little psychic sprint that I was doing, and since it's Friday and it's Psychic Friday, I figured this would be a great additive. And besides that, I hate having to wait to dig into these anyway. So I'm going to first do Alex's psychic reading, and then we're going to do a WitchCasket unboxing because I was wondering when it was going to get delivered. It was supposed to be delivered yesterday, and I was like, where is it? But it came literally while we were streaming. So, all right. So, Mr. Alex. Okay, so Alex, I'm hearing that you may have asked for a general, but you're actually asking in regards to money and stocks. So that is actually what your angels are going to go with. So let's get a little variance here. Okay, so hold on. I got to check in on a couple of things because they're having me go to a couple of different directions. All right, so check that. Check that. Check that. That's maybe that one. Okay, we're going to check 3 of these for you, and we'll go with the 4th one. Okay, so they're referencing in regards to the money issues. There's 3 different directions that we can take you. We're going to guide you down the proper direction. Using the cards, we're going to, since we can't just name, like, this is going to be, yeah, I agree with them on this. Since they can't just, like, name off the stocks that you're supposed to be, like, switching or moving into, they're going to use keywords in the reading that they need you to point out in regards to which ones to move to. I know you, Alex. You're smart enough to figure it out, so we'll do the best we can. But you are correct. They're referencing that you are correct in the fact that you do need to shift directions in a couple of things. Only because you, I mean, we'll have to check the cards again. But from what they're showing me, you, like, the way you're going, you're fine. I mean, it's not like if you stay where you are, you're going to have a cataclysmic that. No, what they're actually referencing is like, we got you to this level. Now let's see if we can get you to here. And if possible, if we get you to there, maybe we can get, like, we're trying to get you up. We're trying to move you up in direction. And yeah, because this is your job, because this is more of business than you just trying to make money. That's why it works. All right. So on that note, so again, we're not going to be able to just say, like, switch here, but you're going to, you know how I work. I mean, all my clients know how I work. The angels always come in with keywords or whatever else to indicate what you need to know. I say exactly what you need to hear. Basically, it's kind of funny. So I was laughing because Cora came in with, oh my God, the musicals. And then I just saw this. So you finished editing 280 words. So you go, girl. You go, girl. I have no idea how much work I've gotten done. I'm just piddling along. I can't keep track of it. It's too hard. It's not as easy as word counts. All right. So for my Alex, who the only reason I did that is because you're used to me doing that. All right. So you've known me long enough. We've got I think this is the 4 of needles. We'll double check. No, it is the 6 of needles because this is the 4 of needles. And then we've got the 2 of needles. Why are needles overpowering your entire reading? All right. So we've got the 6 of needles in reverse. That's so funny because we literally turned right to it. That's kind of creepy. No, well, we turned to the needles. 6 of needles. All right. Reversed. You're avoiding action on something which is making you uneasy. Yeah, shifting things in regards to the stocks. I can see that. Yeah. This card reversed often represents resistance or delay that won't benefit you in the long run. Leaving what's comfortable and familiar can be scary. Trust this change will be worth the temporary discomfort. Okay, well, there's your first message, I guess, is like, hey, trust us. You might not believe us on this, but trust us. So we're going to go with the 4 of needles, right side up. The main message of this card, rest. Whether you're recovering from a recent battle or need to recharge and prepare for the future, it's time to pause and collect yourself. So what stock do you know of that would benefit in rest and leisure? I disagree. Okay, I'm going to say it. I'm going to need to do some more research on this. I disagree with this, but we'll have to check because of the way things are currently going with them, but maybe they're shifting gears. Your angels just referenced to move shit back into Disney, which before that is rest and leisure. That is correct. That it fits up with everything that we're doing talking about. But I'm going to need to look on that because, well, they did shift gears when it came to The View and CBS. They are and the last stockholder meeting was very different. Okay, I'm getting arguments from the other side. We're getting valid arguments from the other side, and they are bringing up facts that I remember from certain things that I saw. But I'm still very hesitant on that one, Alex. So and you know my opinion on Disney. So but rest, if there's something other than Disney that's like rest, leisure, relaxation type, spa, cruising is starting to become a huge thing. It might be cruising. I would look into cruise lines. Yeah, because I've heard a lot of news on the cruise front. Disney cruises. Your angels are driving me a little crazy with this whole Disney thing. Okay, so needles. We have needles, 2 of needles in reverse. You're not seeing eye to eye with someone in your life, and things are coming to a head. You've communicated your thoughts and feelings, and so have they, but you're still in a disagreement. I wonder if your angels foresaw that I was going to disagree with what they were saying on card 2. I am kind of giggling, but also kind of irritated right now. I'm going to keep reading this, but as I was reading this, that's why I stumbled, because I was just like, something heavy is on your mind. You've been racking your brain. No, we're reversed. You're not seeing eye to eye with someone in your life, and things are coming to a head. You've communicated your thoughts and feelings, and so have they, but you're still in disagreement. Sometimes all you can do is give your best advice and be supportive without standing in the way. Ultimately, you can't control what others decide to do. All right. Well, I would look into stocks in leisure, in rest, in that kind of stuff. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's kind of a shift in where the market's going. Okay, now I want to look at something real quick. So give me a second, guys, because I want to look. Give me that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's true. Oh, okay. So basically what I'm seeing in regards to the entertainment and leisure and that kind of, because of the changes and the shifts that are happening within Hollywood, because of the changes and shifts that are happening within the overarching effect of things, they're actually referencing that like the cruise, the leisure type activities department is actually going to boom within the next 5 years, simply because there's a lot of things that are shifting gears where the market's going to expand, but it's going to expand on a level where, because it is expanding worldwide instead of staying in one little corner of the United States, there's going to be an arcing boom to this. So they are correct in referencing that you might want to look into leisure and activities, even though it's not it's not necessarily like Hollywood video based, but it's like cruising. It's like resorts. It's like that kind of thing. So I hope I've given you enough information to be able to roll with that. So next we're going to go into the one thing I'm excited for. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek. And here's the thing is I usually normally take a sneak peek just to get through, filter through everything or open up any packages or anything. But because we literally just got it delivered, we're raw dogging it, guys, here this time. So here it is. So you guys literally get to see, you guys get to see as much as I've seen. So here it is. Here's our WitchCasket for May. And we've got our magical energy. Okay, and I've got to put this in some way where it's not going to be blocking my microphone. All right, so And you guys know me. We this cheat sheet, we don't do the cheat sheet. So, all right. So the first thing we've got is a manifestation card, and this is so pretty. I love it. And of course, we've got our manifestation stuff on the back. As you can't really see it. I have 2 manifestation cards already back there from the last 2 boxes, so that will be going with it. All right. So we've got some good stuff here, you guys. We've got some good stuff here, you guys. Okay, so we're going to start with this because I already saw the box and I already read it. And this is upside down on the back, so I can't read it for you yet. But here is the box with all of its angles. And it is a beautifully designed and crafted stand to hold up 3 magic wands. Okay, so let's open this up and check this out, shall we? Oh, I think it's one of those I'm going to have to put together. Oh my gosh. So first of all, that is really pretty. So we have our little wooden piece here. I think this is something that's going to need assembly. Yep. Oh, that's super cute. All right. So, and these stick in here. So we've got, this goes in here somehow. There we go. So we've got our little wand holder, guys. That is super cute. That is super cute. And obviously your wand is going to go like that. I don't have any of my wands out here, but that is super cute. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. It's a little wand holder. That is so cute. Okay, so, oh my gosh, that's not something I was expecting, honestly. That's not something that they normally carry. I'm going to say that right now. After like 3 years of getting the WitchCasket box, I've never seen anything like this. So they're doing it again. They're doing it again. All right. So the next thing we've got is a scroll. Oh, I love their scrolls. So if you don't know, all of my scrolls that I get from WitchCasket, they go into my Book of Shadows that you can see the progress on a video under the videos tab. But we've got a magical energy. All energy is magic. Grounding and centering instructions. Awesome. And no, I don't have a scroll on that yet. So that's going to go into the WitchCasket box, or WitchCasket box. No, into my Book of Shadows. Okay, so the next thing we've got, this is hefty. So we have a meditation. Can you see it? Can you guys see that? Is it picking it up? Meditation and grounding mat. And it's got all of its little instructions here. And yes, okay. So let's, oh, this is hefty. This is going to be big. I already know this is going to be big. You guys, oh, that's so pretty. And it's round. So you guys get to see it before I do. Oh my gosh. That is so pretty. Oh, I love that with the tree and everything and the sun. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. So they call it an altar or a grounding mat. I'm going to be putting that on my altar. That is gorgeous, you guys. And that is thick. That is a double-lined, double-sided. That is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So we are what? 2 for 2, 3 for 3, 2 for 2, 3 for 3. Wow. That is really pretty. Okay. So for the next item, we've got our magical energy incense. And for those of you that don't know, they do actually make all of their own incense. So here's the box. And this is, what is it? Light and incense and affirm magical energy. Rise to me as I will it, so mote it be. So what flavor is this? It's not telling us. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, it doesn't say what flavor it is. Normally it has the flavorings on the outside. Oh, energy blend of, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. You all can go ahead and read that and enjoy yourselves on that one. Something in cedar, because I'm not going to humiliate myself by trying to pronounce that. Oh, that is a very unique scent. I don't think I've ever smelled an incense like that before. So I smell the cedar, but whatever that word is, that's osmanthosis or whatever, it smells kind of like a citrusy floral. Oh my gosh, I really like that. I really like that. It smells like a cedar wood mixed with a citrusy like a orange blossom floral, but not orange blossom. I want to say more like a lemon lime flavor. Oh my gosh, that smells so amazingly great. Okay, so the next thing we've got is our enamel pin. And I am not quite sure what that is. I didn't take a close enough look at it. So I will have to tell you guys when I look at it closer. What is that? Oh, it's crystals. Okay, it goes that way. It's crystals with swirls of stuff around them. I don't know if you guys can quite see that as well as I can, but it's a little bit difficult to see. But that is not as easy to pick out, especially with the lighting that we have. I bet in regular lighting it would be easier to see. Oh my gosh, you guys, there's so much stuff in here. Okay, so the next thing we've got is a bag. Oh, there's stone. I love their stones. So this month's stone is the Peach Aventure. Ooh, I have a feeling this is going to be very pretty. There's the back of the card. Oh, that does look like a peach. Okay, so you guys, there is the view. It is absolutely a beautiful stone again. And it is definitely peach. All different shades of peach. That is gorgeous. So if you guys were wondering where I get these stones from that you guys always see me handling, now you know, WitchCasket. You get one, I believe you get one a month, as from what I remember. So there is the Peach Avertine. All right, the next thing we've got is, oh, they did. Okay, so they actually changed up their spell bags, I guess. So we've got just a regular bag here. And then we've got our crystals for the spell. We've got our herbs in their packages. We've got a beautiful purple pouch. Gorgeous color purple pouch. And then we've got our magical energy charm bag instructions. And this is what I love is they give you everything you need in the instructions. I have my own spell kits, but I definitely have to say that they are a little bit better at making their spell. Well, not better. Their spell kits are more advanced than mine, but they've also been doing this for quite some time. So if any of you are interested, WitchCasket is actually an online subscription that you get once a month. It's $40 every month, and this is pretty much what you get. This is a good idea. What you get. All right. So the next thing we've got is another box. Ooh, I have a feeling this is going to be a wand. Just you know, out of years and years of experience, just have a feeling. And it says magic wand on the cover, you know. It is. All right, let me pull this out of here. So this is beautiful. It's even engraved, as you can see, on all sides, which is actually very important. And it's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Swish and flick. So that is a gorgeous wand. And I love that it's square. And ta-da! Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Can you tell? My dimples are coming out. I love it. All right. So WitchCasket. Yes. So we've got one last item. But guys, this is a really good casket. So we've got one more item and empty box. All right. So we've got the glass rain bottle. What is that? Rainwater bowl. Glass rainwater bowl. Okay. So this is for collecting rainwater. Oh. Okay. So here's how it looks on the inside and then pulling it out. It's definitely got like a little storm cloud in the background. That is so cute. It's so cute. And it's a glass rainwater collecting bowl. And it has the engraved WitchCasket as well. Oh, I love that. It's a little storm. And it is on the inside. It's flat. It's flat on the outside, pushed up on the inside. Well, Oh my gosh, you guys. This was a really good box. This was a really good box. I'm going to say it. This was a really good box. I'm really happy with this. So, on that note, we're going to jump into another sprint real quick. When we get back, I'm going to cover Trish and Becky's readings, and that will be the end of our stream. So, let me bring the timer back up here onto our little window. And I will see you all. I'm going to clean up this mess and I'm going to see you all in 20 minutes. All right. And in 3, 2, 1. And that's not what I wanted to do. And don't forget to mute yourself. All right. That's the end of that sprint. And I'm going to be doing 2 readings, and that'll be the end of the stream. Trish and Becky, you are up next. And on a side note, did everybody get any work done? Cora has been putting in her word counts, but I don't know if she has been along with us for this ride, because this is about the time that the little ones go to bed. So, or dinner's fed, one of the two. So I completed the entire front sheet of my notes for my project that I'm doing, one of many. Secondly, Amy, I figured out why you recommended this what am I trying to think of? This YouTube video of Armin's show in that is the Euro show. And yeah, Ultra Europea 2024. I didn't realize it was in Croatia. And for those of you who don't know, I'm not going to tell it, but she knows why Croatia is significant to me. So not only that, but the song by Billie Eilish, like I figured it out. How coincidental that that song just happens to be played by Armin van Buuren at his show in Croatia. And Amy found this and decided to send it to me. Like, girl, this is what I talk about when I say that you're a good detective. Like, you're able to pick up on the most minute things and put them together. And that's also why we're trying to figure things out for you in regards to love, because you need a partner that is not going to try to sneak around and give you puzzle pieces to put together, because if they do, guess what? Amy spends her time putting together the puzzle pieces instead of focusing on the relationship. So anyway, I just had to throw that in there because I was giggling as soon as Armin announced it, because he straight up said, Croatia, how we did. And I just went, yeah. If you watched me during the sprint and you saw that moment, yeah, that's what that was about. So Cora did get some work done, just got the youngest to bed. Like I knew it was one of their bedtimes, and wrote 42 words. And considering the youngest is young, we all know the difficulties of putting children to bed. I give you props, girl, for getting 72 words done. So on that note, Trish, we are doing you first, and then Becky. And Trish is just a general, and you, wow, okay. And from what I'm checking in on Trish, you're just doing a check-in. You're overall doing pretty well. So let me look. Okay. So we've got some confusion and some family matters from what I can see. Ugh. Okay. All right. Well, okay. So Trish, let me, why am I going to explain myself? You know how I work. Hold on. Okay, so from what they're Trish, from what they're referencing is sometimes the man of the family needs to be the man of the family, but the decision needs to be done by the woman, by the mom, because mom knows what's best, especially for the kids. Sometimes to save face, let hubby. They're referencing that sometimes to save face for hubby, let him look like he's in control, but make sure that the decisions in the background are ultimately yours. Let's check in on this. They're referencing that this, and it's in regards, okay, so it might not be in regards to the kids, but it's in navigating something in regards to the family. So let's check the cards and we'll go from there. So we've got the moon, which is pretty significant. Okay, we've got the 1 of teacups in reverse, and then we've got the 9 of spears right side up. So let's check with this. It might not be, it's somebody in the family in connection to hubby. So the moon, like the confounding disappearing Cheshire cat, things aren't always as they appear to be. As I was saying, the moon warns you not to take anything at face value. Now, take care to listen to your instincts when evaluating situations or people, because those messages will tell you what you need to know. Okay, so yeah, basically, it's a good thing that you came to us, because yes, they're verifying. This is basically verifying, because it's a past card, that it's a good thing you're checking in, because no, things aren't what they seem. So good job trusting your instincts is basically what that card is saying. And now let's give her some answers. Okay, so Ace of Teacup in reverse. Whether you're bottling up your feelings or getting carried away with them, the Ace of Teacups reversed is a sign that you're dealing with an emotional imbalance. Take a deep breath, calm yourself, and restore balance. Make sure you're neither overreacting nor ignoring your feelings. So this is one of those situations where basically, as they say, you might have to do, you need to make sure that things are getting taken care of for you and the family the way things need to be taken care of, because sometimes hubby doesn't always make the best decisions in regards to the family, because he's looking at the money and not the emotional, mental aspects of the situations in regards to you and the kids. So last card is the Nine of Spears, and let's look at this. Give me the spears. Where I always get lost with this. Spears 9. Thank you, thank you to the angels for directing me, because you pulled me right to it. All right, Nine of Spears, right side up. It represents worry, confusion, and anxiety. Sometimes it can represent actual nightmares. It's time to take inspiration from Alice, who woke herself up just in the nick of time as the inhabitants of the Wonderland were chasing her, and stop allowing your anxieties to get the best of you. So stop letting your anxiety get the best of you. Stop thinking that you saying anything is going to get in the way. The truth is you've always been able to see things for what they are. Hubby tends to cloud his judgment with certain things, especially when it comes to the family and money. So let's make sure that we are creating an equal balance within the marriage and the relationship, that there's communication, there's compromise, and there's understanding on all levels, and that the outcome benefits all and not just one. Okay. It basically, grab your cojones and go, girl, because your angels are referencing that you need to grow. Your cojones need to get a little bit bigger. If you don't know what cojones is, go look up Mexican cojones, huevos, balls. Get you and hitch them up and go, girl, because you need to lay down the foundation. You need to say something to hubby and say, look, sometimes what you want to do and what's best for the family aren't the same thing, and we need to figure out a middle ground. All right. And for Becky, and just in case anybody's wondering, my clients will come and let me know if I was right or wrong, by the way. So if any of you are wondering, like, she's just talking to air. Yes, technically I'm talking to air, but my clients always listen to them, because trust me, I'll get random messages about random things and kind of have to be like, what? Oh, Amy, talking to you. All right. Sorry. You are correct. So Becky, that's why we started running on random tangents, because I never cleaned the cards. All right. For my Becky Bear. I haven't called you that in a long time. Becky Bear. Okay. This is going to make me giggle because I know your family. Okay. I'm referencing that overall, the biggest aspect and problems with life right now with you is in regards to the family. And they're referencing that they're not too worried about you because you're smart at kind of staying on the outskirts of the family. Like, you stay close enough where you're involved with everybody and they all love you, but you're far enough out where, like, when the drama ensues, you're like, I'm over here. They're referencing, unfortunately, the situation that's coming up. Whoever is involved, you're not going to be able to stand on the outskirts. You're going to have to say something. And you might have to go against the opinions of the family in this. So hold on. All right. So we've got the star. We've got the pair in reverse, which means these first two actions you have no control over. They're steadfast. These are major Arcanon cards, which means you have no control over this situation. However, the last card is the Four of Hedgehogs. So you do have, ultimately, you do have free will in the last decision. But the first two parts, the past and the current, whatever's going on, and with the family, you have no control over. Let's see how, yeah. Oh, and I know your family, and S hitting the fan in your family is not exactly conducive to anybody's mental health. Okay, so we've got the star. The star glows like a glorious beacon of hope, encouraging you to hold on to your dreams no matter how lofty and out of reach they may seem. This tarot card reminds you that positivity and hope will help you manifest your most cherished desires, wishes, and aspirations. Know that you're supported even when the support isn't always obvious to you. And if that's not the definition of family, I don't know what is. All right, so the pair in reverse, and we are going this way. All right, pair in reverse indicates that a connection you once valued has gone topsy-turvy. Yeah, that's what they said. You now have a decision to make. Wow, I didn't nail this on the head or anything. You will try to repair this bond, or it's time to walk away. Even Tweedledee and Tweedledum get into little battles sometimes, but if a connection is no longer serving you, it may very well be time to cut ties and move on. The Four of Hedgehogs is what your angels are suggesting that you do. Okay. The Four of Hedgehogs represents material stability and harmony at home. You're managing your resources carefully and are being rewarded with comfort and security. Continue to practice moderation and plan carefully for the future. Just because they're family doesn't mean that you have to have a relationship with them. If there's one thing that I learned on the other side, talking when I passed away and I came back, because believe me, I chewed God out. I'm a rarity, guys. When I died and I saw God, I chewed him out. I had a lot of questions. I drilled him like a lawyer. It was kind of funny. My mom always says, of course, you're the only person who has the balls to chew out God. But I found out that God basically said, he said, your family members are the types of personalities and people that you would normally not get along with. And normally, if you met these person in real life, you would tend to avoid them. Having family members that are difficult is the way for God to basically teach you how to handle different personalities that you normally wouldn't necessarily learn to handle. And sometimes the solution and resolution is creating a boundary, a healthy boundary, and cutting them off. And you have to learn that sometimes, that just because they're family doesn't mean that you have to have a relationship with them. Sometimes having that family member, being that family member, there's a huge lesson there about how to protect yourself, protect your well-being, and making difficult choices to separate yourself from difficult ties or strong ties in like self-preservation. What are you going to choose? Are you going to choose to self-preserve and save yourself? Or are you going to choose to let somebody, even just because they're family, take advantage and hurt you? Okay. So there's definitely a line here that is inevitably going to have to be drawn by you. And your angels are saying to save yourself, to save your comfort in your home and be happy, you're going to need to make the decision to cut this person off. And it's going to be hard. But here's another thing. It's not always permanent. Sometimes in cutting these people off, that's the wake-up call that people need in order to change themselves. When everybody else seems at fault, sometimes it's not everybody else, and sometimes people get that click where maybe I'm the problem, maybe I need to change, and maybe you breaking off the communications with this person is the straw that will break the camel back in regards to helping you and helping them in return. So a lot of lessons, a lot of karmic lessons are happening this year, a lot, and they're hard karmic lessons, big ones. And this is probably one of the ultimately big karmic lessons that we have to learn, is that just because God puts you with them as family doesn't mean that he wants you to suffer. maybe there's a choice there and a lesson that you're supposed to learn, that you're supposed to choose to save yourself. Because even in the like, if we wanted to get into Bible thumpers, it even comes down to when you get married, the wife and the husband are supposed to choose each other over the parents in order for stability and success and thrive. Because, you know, if your parents try to create a wedge between you and your partner, more than likely generations are not going to succeed. So there's a lot that we can go into this, but we're right at our cutoff time. So thank you to everybody who came in and saw us and joined in the conversation. GoldenEye, I love it. I appreciate you coming in with the comments. I really do love the comments. I do see them come in, and they get me talking, guys. So yeah, they inspire me, basically. So on that note, if everybody wants to grab their class, because this is the end of our stream, just remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content and you want more. Monday, Wednesdays, we do writing sprints where I just rant about current events and make predictions about overall, like, big general people in the public eye. And then on Fridays, we do psychic readings and sprints. If we get up to 500 subscribers, I'll be able to do super chats and do readings from the actual comment section itself, so I can help other people like GoldenEye and anybody else that's watching. So help me out, guys. Share the stream, like, subscribe, everything else. I appreciate it. And not only that, but pick up your drink, because we're going to do our end of stream cheers. And may your angels be strong. May your energies be positive, and may karma be ever in your favor. And I will see you guys on Monday. Bye.